Good morning, everyone. I hope we're all doing well. Breaking news. It appears West Ham have released a statement to say that Graham Potter has left West Ham. Now, this is strange, isn't it? I mean, surely you would have sacked him before the press conference yesterday. But it so happens that the press conference has gone through. He's reacted to his memes that have been online, probably one of the highlights of his West Ham career. And this morning, it's just broke that Graham Potter has left West Ham United. Now, I was not expecting him to be going at this point. And to be completely honest, I am absolutely shocked that the board have left it 2 days before we play Everton away to sack him. It's insane, isn't it? I mean, please drop some comments below. Don't forget to like this video, but I'm just doing a quick live. I've got jobs of that to do. My wife has left me a list. Cut the grass, clean the windows, put the fans up in the loft, walk the dog, clear up after yourself. But yeah, basically, that is my jobs for today. But I thought I'd just quickly come on for like 10 minutes. And yeah, this is madness. This is absolutely madness. I can't see any reaction. If people can just drop the comments as to what the statement has said. I've literally got TalkSport on in the background, just trying to find out what's been going on. But he's gone. Graham Potter's gone. Statistically, he's not. Hold on. So I'm just listening to TalkSport. Wow. So it works out that Graham Potter's left, Billy Dean has left, and the two newly appointed goalkeeping coaches, I can't remember their names, but the Swedish guys, Danish guys, whatever they are, they've both left as well. So we've only had these goalkeeping coaches in for 2 months, and we've sacked them. I don't know what to say. Who takes West Ham training now as Potter left? Well, usually, Paul, what tends to happen is that, can you say 67? I can say 67. I don't know what that means, but who takes West Ham training now? Potter's left. Well, Potter, usually, Paul, the logistics in that would be the under-21s would take over the training and the cut. So the coaching from the level below usually gets promoted to the first team for a temporary charge. But maybe Mark Noble's getting involved. Maybe there's other people there in that club that could do it. Usually Steve Potts, Mark Phillips. You got Mark Robson. There's lots of West Ham coaches at the club that could basically take charge of training over the next 2 days. But it's weird. It's such a strange time to be sacking the manager, isn't it? I mean, you could have sacked him after the Crystal Palace game, got a new manager in to have that full week of training to be able to prepare properly for the Everton game. Now we're going to be having someone in temporary charge, or it looks like West Ham have already agreed a replacement. Who that replacement is, I have no idea. If anyone has any more information, please drop it in the comments. It'd be much appreciated. Don't forget to like this video because the likes help us boost our profile a bit more. But yeah, this is just another decision by the board that they've just dithered. They could have got rid of him the end of last season and paid him up. Now that we've had 5 Premier League games and a Carabao Cup elimination to go, you know what, this isn't working. The statement clearly says towards the second half of the season, he did not meet the expectations required to be West Ham manager. Yes, Hesh. West Ham is my team, sadly. No, not sadly. I wouldn't change it for any other team in the world. It's just I wish it was run in a better manner. That's all. but it's just insane. It is just I, I did not want Potter as manager in the first place, but I'm all for a process. And now the new manager, whoever it is, has probably got, won't be today. It's probably got tomorrow, and then we've got a Monday night game on against Everton. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. What do you think? What do you think? I mean, I'm listening to Talksport there in the background, and they're basically saying the whole appointment has got Nuno Espirito Santo written all over it. So whether that something has been agreed for Nuno to come in, maybe a severance pay has been agreed from Nottingham Forest for him to be able to do what he needs to do. But for me, it is not. Nuno is not the right answer. Nuno is not the right person to take over this job. It's another Sullivan special where you got a manager that's out of work. And let's be honest, right? If someone's out of work, it's either they've stepped down or they've not been good enough to be in their previous job, right? Now, Nuno Espirito Santo was sacked at Spurs after 3 months because they knew that he wasn't the right person to take over. He was not the right person to take over. He's gone to Saudi Arabia. He's come back. He's now Nottingham Forest manager. He kept them up. He done a fantastic job keeping them up in the Premier League. And yet last year he was unlucky to get Champions League. But let's be honest, they completely overplayed themselves last year. They gave extra in games, and they were on the verge of Champions League qualification. If they beat Chelsea in the last game of the season, they probably would have been in Champions League right now, but they didn't. And you could see that the cracks were already there from the previous manager by not getting the best out of the team and not getting Champions League football. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for a coach to say, right, I'm going to sack Nuno because you missed out on Champions League, despite where they were 5 years ago. They were in the Championship. But Nuno, for me, I think it's not the right appointment. It's definitely not the right appointment. If that happens, it doesn't solve the long-term issues at West Ham United, sadly. We've got no strikers. We've got a defence that can't run. We've got goalkeepers that can't catch a cold. And now, West Ham. But to be in fairness to Potter, a lot of this isn't his. A majority of this isn't entirely his fault. I think he walked into a job where he wasn't getting fully backed. Really, I mean, he signed the youth and he signed Hermadsen. They're probably the only two signings that you could probably put his name on. Carl Walker-Peters was never a Potter signing. Callum Wilson was never a Potter signing. Matheus Fernandes, personally, wasn't a Potter signing. This was a Sully special because he got a deal from Sully loves buying players from the Championship. And let's bear in mind, this year's recruitment, right, we did not have a sporting director or a technical director like Tim Steidten last season. So we can't put the blame on anyone in that position. But the person that did want to take the reins was David Sullivan. So a lot of this recruitment boils down to David Sullivan. So, and it reeks of David Sullivan. It's well sought house specials. It's free agents. It's people that want to. Yeah, the thing is with David Sullivan is that he's trying to run this club on the cheap. He doesn't want to pay out for transfer fees, regardless of what people have been saying about. I'm just looking at the comments here. People saying that he spent £500 million in a West Ham United statement, which was basically written by Karen Brady. Yes, you spent £500 million. Congratulations. We've won the Conference League Cup, which is a third-tier European trophy. And we sold Declan Rice for £105 million. But also look at the players that you've bought. You've bought Sebastian Haller for £40 million. You sold him for 15 to Ajax. You bought Gianluca Scamacca for 35 and sold him back to Italy for a season later in Atalanta. There's lots, and you bought Felipe Anderson, Sullivan. You bought Felipe Anderson for £40 million, and you sold him back to Lazio for £2.5 million. It's like this statement from West Ham is ridiculous, and to sack Potter now, after waiting 5 days, you could have done it last week. I think it is an utter shambles. It's not good enough. Potter out. That's step one for me. It's a short-term solution, but the long-term solution is BS out. Continue protesting, West Ham fans. Continue boycotting. Continue doing whatever you need to do. Support Hammers United on Twitter. Get the Ironworks Alliance to voice their opinions more in the stands. Support Crossed Irons. Support the petition, which is http semicolon or colon / bsouts.co.uk, or just put bsouts.co.uk. If you put www. in, it doesn't come up. bsouts.co.uk. Sign that petition, verify your email, and make sure we get these numbers up to 20,000, because enough's enough. Enough's enough. The delaying issue, if they sack Potter Tuesday morning, I'll probably accept it a little bit more, because they've given him that one game. But to sack him 2 days before, when you could have done it 5 days ago, is not acceptable. I'm sorry. Now, who's this manager that's going to come in? Again, I'm repeating myself here. TalkSport are saying it's set up for Nuno. It's set up for Nuno. My personal opinion is that West Ham should put their hands in their pockets, David Sullivan in particular, and they should go and get someone that's in work. I mean, Daniel Kaczynski has sounded out Marco Silva. If they can get Marco Silva from Fulham and pay the £8 million that he's worth, I think that would be a good step. Again, I'm not really been sold on Silva. He's doing well, but I'm not really sold. I mean, when you look at his spells at Watford, Hull City, Everton, I don't think they've been glowing references, but Fulham he done well. Olympiacos he done well, managing Masuaku and players like that. There's lots of managers that I'd love to manage West Ham. There's lots of. Let me just answer the comments here. Ancan, Jared Bowen to Liverpool would be great. Yeah, I think when Salah goes, and if West Ham don't have the further investment, I can see Liverpool going in for him, and I can see that. I can see that. However, just to bear in mind, he is a Man United supporter. He grew up supporting Man United. So, would you want a Red Devil playing for the Reds? So that would be my point. What other? Who do I think? Ekitike, best centre forward in the Premier League. Do I agree? No, I think Haaland's in front of him personally. Off season last year, I think Haaland is better. He's a freak, isn't he? He's a freak. I think there's plenty of strikers in it. Ekitike's done well. I think he plays in the left side, doesn't he? And probably will float with Isak. Isak's a fantastic centre forward. I think Ekitike could be in the running to be a very, very good striker in the Premier League. It's still early days yet. I mean, I'm not putting the world on his shoulders but West Ham were linked with Ekitike when he was 18 years old, as were Newcastle. And I think he was at Stade Reims at that point under the managerial guidance of Will Still, I think it was Will Still. Don't hold me to that. But Ekitike went to PSG, then he went to Frankfurt, and then now he's at Liverpool. So I think Premier League was always destined for him in one way or another, and I think it suits his style of play personally. Yeah, okay, I'm glad you're joking. Some of these other comments, but yeah, I'm going to leave it there. 15 minutes of live streaming of me in my kitchen trying to react to Graham Potter being sacked. Thank you, Graham Potter, for your efforts. Sadly, your efforts were not good enough. I wish things were better. I wish we could get the best out of probably doubted as one of England's greatest up and coming managers. But maybe maybe that's the end for him in top flight football in England. Maybe he should go and test his skill set elsewhere. Or maybe he should just chill out. Maybe he should just enjoy his time. He's a fantastic, I'd say not reader of the game, because that's why he's been sacked. But I think punditry-wise, I think he's probably well suited to that. He could probably see the game from a different light. But I think managerial-wise, I think maybe this is the end of the road for him. Who knows? But he's still young. I don't think he's even 50 yet, is he? Or is he over 50? Or he's ran the 50 mark. But yeah, thanks, Potter. Much appreciated. Thank you for the memes as well this week. So the fans doing the memes have probably pushed the board over the edge, ridiculed the manager. Do we start doing memes of the board now to get them out? Food for thought. Let's say Ginger Tom on Twitter. Go follow him. He's the one that's been pioneering this. Go follow E20 Zone. E20 Zone, they do fantastic lives on X. Get involved, and that's where a lot of the content has been produced. But yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for listening. Nothing much else I can say. West Ham are shambles everywhere they go.
Oh, Lord, and we cheer and we spill a bit of beer, raise a glass to the past and the mates who ain't here. From Highbury to Upton Park, it's now Ashburton and Stratford for a lark. It's the Old Dad's Our Jug podcast, the heart of the game.